However, a surgical neck is right here. Surgical neck is called that because when you break the humerus, this is often where it happens, and this is where you have to put rods in to stabilize it. This is where surgery has to be performed. So the anatomical neck is different from the surgical neck of the humerus. We have the deltoid tuberosity. So if we are holding this bone as it would be situated in the body, so this is a right humerus. Okay, so you're looking down the arm from the shoulder. You're going to see a set of rough bumps about 1/3 to halfway down the humerus on the lateral side, right here. This little roughened area, this is your deltoid tuberosity. This is where the deltoid muscle attaches. Deltoid muscle forms kind of the cap of the shoulder here. If you spend a lot of time blow drying your hair or anything like that, you have very well-toned deltoids. The deltoid comes down and attaches kind of on that front side of the arm, front side of the humerus. They're about 1/3 to halfway down. That's your deltoid tuberosity. We talked about the lateral and medial epicondyles. Let's talk about fossas, and then we'll come back to the capitulum and the trochlea. So we've talked already about the olecranon fossa, which you find on the back down by the elbow. You flip it over, you look at the anterior surface, there are going to be a couple of other fossas to look at. There's a slightly deep fossa right here, and then a very, very shallow fossa right here. The very shallow fossa right here, this is the radial fossa. This is just a small little depression where when you bend your elbow, this is where the radius of your forearm is going to kind of nestle in. This over here, this is your coronoid fossa, because on your forearm you're going to have a projection of bone called the coronoid process. And so when you bend your elbow, the coronoid process is going to kind of nestle into there. So those are your fossas: radial fossa, coronoid fossa, and then back here is your olecranon fossa, because when you fully extend your elbow, you straighten your arm, there is a feature on the back of your forearm that will interlock back here and nestle in back here. And finally, the capitulum and the trochlea. Okay, so let's look at it this way. You see a series of rounded surfaces here, kind of smooth rounded surfaces. This is where your forearm bones are going to articulate in, the radius and the ulna. The rounded one on the lateral side here, this is the capitulum. This is where the radius is going to fit in. So here's the capitulum, and here's where the radius is going to fit in. The top of the radius has a kind of circular indented area where it articulates perfectly with kind of the round capitulum. This feature over here is called the trochlea. It's called the trochlea. Can you zoom in and see if that helps? Okay. Here's the capitulum. And here, starting with this ridge, and then into this groove, and then coming out onto this ridge, this is all the trochlea. What that's going to allow you to do is have your ulna articulate in. And work the hinge kind of like that. So this is your trochlea, and this is your capitulum. When you look at this whole surface, you know, this is the condyle, this is the articular surface here. This is sometimes called the lateral portion of the condyle, the medial portion of the condyle, but they are more properly known as the capitulum